Hello everyone! It's Shauna coming to you live from her craft room in Edmond, Oklahoma. Today is February 8th, 2025. It is 2 o'clock, and hopefully if you are scrolling through the Facebook world, you'll stop by and say hi. I don't know that you're watching if you don't stop by and say hi. If you see the live button in the top left corner, then you're catching me on Facebook Live, so stop and chat. If you don't see the red live button, then you're catching a replay, and just type in replay over in the comments so that I know that you stopped by and watched. It helps me keep tabs on how many people I've got watching the videos. So let me do all the technology things and make sure I'm in the right place, on the right Facebook page. Yes. Can you hear me okay? Let's see. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see if you can hear me. Give me just a second. I don't hear any audio coming through. All right. There we go. Let's see if you can. Okay, there's a little bit of a delay in the Facebook world, so I'm going to get over here where I can see comments. Let me hit live chat. Hi Mom, how are you? You're catching me right as I come on. Wow. Normally it takes Facebook a couple of minutes to kind of show that I'm alive in here. Okay, I look straight today. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I'm never straight. All right. So, this is the card that we're going to be making today. Sorry about this wonderful shading and sunlight. I closed the blind, so that's a little bit better, but I have a huge arched window in my craft room, and that is the sun coming through the big arch, and I don't have that covered. So sorry about this weird stuff that I have going. Hey Mom, I'm glad you can hear me and see me. That is always a plus. Okay, so this is our final Valentine's Day card. It opens like that. This is using the Pick the Season. It is one of the free from the Salebration catalog, the free stamp sets if you spend over $60. I love this stamp set. It was my second pick. The first one was the hearts that we've been using. So just a few housekeeping things. Let me kind of take that off and let's go through this real quick. All right, Stampin' Up! Offers 3 levels of creativity, so there is something for everyone. If you're a beginner, there are step-by-step kit instructions. I love our kits. If you're kind of an intermediate, then we have some quick and easy options where you can pick the card base and some images and some sayings and put it all together, and you can mix it and match it. You don't have to make it like Stampin' Up! Says, but you can if you want. There are some ideas in the catalog book. And then of course for our advanced or seasoned scrapper or card maker, we have something that's called Creativity Your Way, where anything goes. That's most of our catalog. You just pick something that speaks to your heart and have at it. You can create unlimited. So again, like I said, right now we have our Salebration. This is just kind of a sale that we do usually once a year. They have in the past done it in the fall, but this runs January 7th through February 28th. And in this catalog are a whole bunch of free stamps and papers, some ribbon, some embossing folders. For every $60 that you purchase, you can pick a free item. This is the Pick a Season stamp that we're going to use today. It's on page 9. some embellishments. There's a lot of stuff in here. Now this is the one that we've been using. It's the heart shaped. It's a stamp and die set. So this is free with a $120 purchase. But I have been using the you-know-what out of that. And there are a couple other things for $120. Now, we did, or Stampin' Up! Came out with 9 new products to add to this celebration. They're not in this catalog, but they did on February 4th add some new products. And you know what? I think they came out with that on Monday the 3rd, because I posted about it on my Monday the 3rd post, my Facebook post. So go back, and there are 9 new items that they added. So, and to get that free product, of course, you can purchase anything from the new mini catalog, which I love. You can order anything off of the Last Chance products. This is kind of our retired or discounted products. A lot of the stuff that is in the Last Chance products are from the mini catalog that just retired in December. So you have to go to www.stampinup.com and go to the specials and the Last Chance products to find that. The best place to shop is on our website, because you can see everything there. There's some online exclusives that are just online. They never make it into the catalogs, and I love those online exclusive products. Sometimes they are better products. They catch my eye more than the stuff in the catalog. Of course, you can order anything out of the annual catalog to earn the celebration stuff. And of course, don't forget, you can do our kits. So the brown box kits are the ones that are online. We come out with 2 new kits every month. January, they came out with 3. If you don't like these kits, I just can't believe it, because our kits are awesome. They make great gifts. So if you know a crafter in your life, they would love to get these. This was the birthday kit that just came out. So here's one. And I love it because, I mean, even the envelopes are stepped up. They're not, I mean, you know, they have some gold foiling on it. But you get everything in this kit, the adhesive, the ink, the stamps, everything, to put together usually 9 cards, 3 of each. Sometimes it's a project. I mean, there's different kits. I showed these off in a couple of videos ago. You can also get our paper pumpkin kits. Now, these that are in the sweet sorbet, the orangish red box, these are the monthly subscription kits. You have to go to www.paperpumpkin.com to sign up and become a member. But I love our paper pumpkin kits. The last one, this was the January kit. It was Valentine's Day themed. And I'm actually saving this kit for a friend who wants to do a card class. And she had some people that were out sick and couldn't do the class. We were going to actually do it yesterday. And she was like, Shauna, I'm so sorry. And I said, that's okay. I said, none of them say Happy Valentine's Day, so we can still use that kit if you want and do, you know, happy anniversary or, you know, love that you're my friend. I mean, we can change up the sayings. So we can save it for later, or we can do different cards. I can design some cards. So speaking of our paper pumpkin kits, the monthly subscription, the one that's going on right now, you have to sign up by February 10th, which is Monday. And this is the Hello Spring. It has a die that, no, I take that back. This die that makes the seed packet is from the Grow with Love bundle. And this paper pumpkin coordinates with it. Excuse me. Now, I did not get this kit. You can suspend it for the month if you don't really like something. Now, we'll have to say the envelopes for the cards are the little seed packets. So you do get some of those envelopes in there. But again, I suspended this one. I'm not going to get it. However, next month is Daisy Daydream, and I will be getting that one. So it will unsuspend itself. You just have to remember that if it's a month that you're not wanting, that you need to go in there and suspend it so they don't charge your credit card. Speaking of kits, there is a free kit in the Salebration freebie catalog. There were, let me pull these out. I kind of pre-made some of these. I thought these were really cute. They're little rainbows. And they're 3-dimensional. So we've got some clouds, this says cheers, happy birthday. This one says yay, it's your day. And then this one says hooray, let's celebrate. Even the envelopes have little clouds on them. You could take your Wink Estella, which is our glitter pen, and maybe put a couple of the different colors on the rainbow, glittery. You could add a unicorn to this. I mean, you could really step these up quite a bit if you wanted to give them to a little kid or something. But again, this is the free kit that is in the Salebration. And it's actually on the second page right here. So it makes 6 cards, 2 of each of the 3 designs. So, love our kits. Okay. Let me switch gears real quick. I'm going to get these off my desk and have an avalanche. Just want to give you a taste of my local classes that I offer. So, if you don't know, you should, but if you don't, I do local monthly card and scrapbooking classes. So for January, we did Valentine's Day cards. So you could either make this card or this little calendar. So you had your choice of either a card or a calendar. This card and this card. So our card classes are $15. Usually it's 3 cards or 2 cards and a project. Either a treat box or something, depending on, you know, what's going on. The scrapbooking was Christmas themed because everybody had Christmas pictures to scrapbook. So there were 4 2-page layouts. Here's layout 1. Here's layout 2. And I know the whole thing does not fit into the camera. I apologize. Scrapbooking is a little hard to fit in the camera. Here is layout 3. And then here is layout 4. So again, that was the January scrapbooking and card class. Let me put these to the side. And again, this is just kind of a sampling of what I offer. If this is something that you could be interested in, let me know. I will gladly put you on my email list. Every month I send out an email with the pictures of the cards and the scrapbooks. And then if it's something you want to do, you have to sign up and let me know by a certain day. The scrapbook classes are usually $40. And I'll show you why here in a second. I know that sounds kind of steep, but it really isn't. February's card class was birthday themed. This uses the So Pretty wildflower birthday. I love this paper. It's got some gold foiling. This is the specialty DSP paper. Here is a tri-fold birthday card. So those are the birthday cards that we did for February. And then here's the scrapbook class. This class actually is next Saturday. The sign-up period has already closed out, so sorry. But I have to have a date on there. That's layout 1. Here is layout 2. I have to have a date on there to make sure that I have enough product on hand, because sometimes I have to put in an order depending on how many people are going to be in the class, if I need more materials. So that just gives me some time to get all my ducks in a row. That's class or layout 3. And again, these are 4 2-page layouts. And here is layout 4. And really, if you think about it, $40 for basically 8 pages, that is $5 a page. And you are getting that in product. And I mean, yes, you can pay $40 and walk away with just the 8 pages. Or if you just put in a $40 order with me before the end of class, if you're wanting to buy something different, like a different stamp set or whatever, then you can do that as well. So, and I'll show you how these come. Because like I said, I've got a class this coming Saturday. So when you come to class on the scrapbooking one, everything is pre-cut for you. I have done all the cutting, all the measurements, everything. All you have to do is sit there and piece it together and put it together. There is really no thinking for you. You just sit there and talk and have a good time. So I've done all the work. I've pre-cut everything. Now, if it has stamping in it, I cannot do the stamping for you. That is a Stampin' Up! Rule. But if there's no stamping, a lot of these I have done what's called print then cut on my Cricut. So I've printed these images out and I have pre-cut them. But it all comes ready for you. This is layout 1. This is layout 2. This is layout 3. This is layout 4. So everything's ready to go. It is pre-prepped. In fact, that is Tanya's kit for next Saturday. So, sneak peek of the one that we're doing for March is this. So there's layout 1. There's layout 2. Layout 3. Now I need to put this together. I haven't put mine together yet. I just have it ready to go. I'll probably work on that this week. Layout 4. But anyway, just to kind of give you an idea of what my classes look like, how when you come to class, and my card classes are the same way. Everything is pre-cut. All you have to do is stamp it, run it through the die cut or the embossing machine, and put it together. So, because I can't stamp anything, and usually on the card classes they're stamping. Alrighty. That takes care of all the housekeeping. Let's go ahead and make this card. It's a very easy card to make. So So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. This is real red. And I am going to score this at, not cut, score, at 4 1/4, which is half. And then I'm going to cut it at the 5 1/2, which is half of the 11. And the reason why I do that is because you get 2 cards out of an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So I'll just save this real red for later on down the road. Now, because we already scored it, I'm going to take my bone folder and enforce that score line. I'm going to burnish this and make it nice and crisp. And then I'm going to bring this trimmer back in, and we are going to cut 1 inch off of each one of these sides, and we're only going to go up to this score mark. So, and you can see that on our trimmer. So I'm just going to go up here, and then I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go over 1 inch. I'm just coming down from the top now, and I'm going to, our mark is at the 4 1/4. There's a glare because of the way the sun's coming in. So I got those pretty close. I'll have to trim it up with the scissors, but that's okay. And actually this one is really, really close. So I'm just gonna cut over with my scissors and then cut this off. And again, on the same, I'm going to come over here and cut over with my scissors and cut up to get that off. I left a little bit. Let me grab. That little chunk does not want to come off. I probably need to sharpen my scissors. Okay, there we go. And of course, these are going to go into my, my little thing with all my pieces. Trying to think of what word I want to say. All into my little extra pieces for when I need a little something something. I always grab from this. All my extras. Okay. So this is what you're left with. And again, we can go back in here and we can reinforce this. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of crumb cake, and I'm actually going to pull some extras that I have here out of my crumb cake. My little extras. And this piece needs to be 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. So let's go 5 1/4. Oh, that may not be wide enough. I may have to get an extra. Let's try this one. 5 1/4. Nope. Well, I may be cutting me a new piece. None of these seem wide enough. Let's try one more. Hold on. Here we go. Here's an extra piece. Okay. So 5 1/4 by, what did I say, 4. So this piece goes on the bottom. And then the piece that's on the top layer measures 3 1/4 by 4. So let's see. That is 4. And then 3 1/4. This will fit on the top. There we go. And then the next piece is actually a piece of DSP. Let me grab our DSP real quick. This designer series paper, that's what DSP stands for, comes out of the Country Woods 12 by 12 designer series paper pack. It's been a while since I've shown this off, so let me kind of show this to you. This is the piece that we're using, and I probably have a big enough piece right here, so let me pull that out. But there's that on that side, and then some brown. There's some that has some pink. This is in the annual catalog. So the one that came out back in June, and it's with the birdhouse stuff. There's some blue, and it's all just like pieces of wood, chipped, painted. I love, 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 love that. Is that all of them? Let's see. I've shown you all of those. Oh, here's one I haven't shown you. So there's one like this. The front and the back. So it's all just kind of distressed old wood. It's really a neat masculine pack of paper. Great for anything woodsy. We put this all back in here so I don't have it everywhere. Okay. And this piece of designer series paper needs to be 5 by, so let me see if I have 5 here. I do, right at 5, okay. 5 and 3 3/4, so 3 3/4. And this is how I store my paper. I put all my scraps up at the front. That way I reach for my scraps first before I end up cutting a new big piece of paper. I try to not end up with a whole bunch of scraps, but you know, sometimes it is what it is. That piece is gonna go there. And then we actually need 2 pieces of our basic white. You get a piece of scrap out of the basic white. And these pieces need to be 3 by 3 3/4. So let's see. Is this 3? Nope, it's bigger than 3. So 3 by 3 3/4. And I need 2 of these, so let me grab another piece of scrap. One goes right there, and then come on. Here we go. 3 by 3 3/4. One goes on the inside, and you could put it either here to write on if you don't want to write on this nice piece of paper, or you can put it down here and write on it. So we can make that decision here in a little bit when we're putting our card together. So, all right. That is all the cutting. That was very helpful about the classes. Oh, thanks, Mom. Just wanted to, I kind of talk about it and then people are like, huh, what does that mean? So I kind of want to give, I think sometimes having a visual is easier. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp our tree. Again, this is the Pick a Season stamp set. It's free with a $60 purchase. It's in our celebration. And it has clovers, hearts, Easter eggs, roses. It has extra leaves. So you can do this for several different holidays. Of course, you know, because we're doing Valentines, we are going to do hearts. I'm going to use the Granny Apple Green for the leaves. I'm going to get it nice and good and inked. These are the clear photopolymer stamps. So I really love these stamps. Now sometimes I will have to say, if you're not getting a crisp image, it's nice to have a piece of foam that you can stick underneath here. So, and it's always good to do a test image. I don't know if you can see it over here, but a couple of these leaves are a little spotty, and that's why I'm grabbing my foam mat. A mouse pad would work. So, I don't even know what this foam, you know, I think this goes to our old Stamparatus. So we're going to put this up close to the top, in the middle, stamp down. We're going to hold it for 5-10 seconds, not very long, just enough to let the ink adhere. We still have a little bit of spottiness, but that's okay. It's a tree. It's no biggie. We're going to take our pecan pie and our base of our tree, our trunk, and this fits right up in under these leaves. Again, I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. I'm going to make sure I'm getting enough color. I'm going to stamp off. Yep, that's good. Okay. And again, they're photopolymer clear stamps, so you can line them up. You can see right where you're stamping. Hold it down for 5-10 seconds. And we're going to come back in here with our Granny Apple Green. And we're going to take our little grass that it comes with. And I'm actually not going to put this grass underneath here like I did on my card, just because I almost felt like I didn't have enough room to stamp my saying, my sentiment. And I can always come back after I stamp my sentiment and add the grass if there is enough room. But we're going to put grass on either side. You could even take your Real Red blender and put a couple of hearts that are like growing up out of the grass if you wanted to. Anyway, just a thought. And then we're going to take our little hearts, and our real red. And we're just going to come in here and stamp in these spaces. So hopefully I'm not putting my head in the camera, but I do want to make sure that I am lining this up. If my head is in the way, I apologize. You'll just see my messy hair. And again, because they are the photopolymer clear stamps, it is really easy to see through and see what you're doing. So couple more. And let's see. There we go. Nope, can't see your head. Thanks. I'm glad. Oh, before we close up the Real Red ink, let's do our sentiment. Now, there are a couple different options because I was asking my husband, he's kind of my sounding board, and I was like, if I gave you a card that said, "You make my heart bloom," what would you think? And he was like, huh? Oh, he's like, well, I would think you'd probably lost your mind, but you know. And I said, well, it's a tree, it's blooming. Now, this stamp set does not come with any sentiments. So, if you don't want to be corny like me, you don't have to be, but I'm doing it because I love it. We have these Celebrate Love Mix and Match ephemera packs. And you could easily pop out one of these Happy Valentine's Days and stick it down here. Another option is from the Memorable Blooms. This is in our new spring catalog. There's one that says love and thanks. I think that would be really cool if you wanted to make this a thank you card. We have Darling Dinos that's in the spring catalog, and it says I love you. So whatever floats your boat, there's several different options. There's even an old stamp set that's called Country Bouquet, and it says I love that we're friends. You could do that. So it just depends on who you're sending it to. Here's the Country Bouquet. I had that pulled out for a class that we're doing. So, but I'm gonna go with You Make My Heart Bloom because the tree is blooming. And this is actually out of a stamp set that is on the retirement list. I've used it several times. It's called, hold on just a second. Let me remember what it's called. It has the wagon. It's called Filled with Fun. And there's actually two stamps that go with this. Filled with Cheer, I think, is the other one. And it's the Melty Snowman that I used on one of my cards, a shaker card that I did a video. But it's got a wagon. And you can put presents in it or flowers in it. Anyway, it's on the last chance list. So if you want this stamp set, you better go get it now because, and I'm going to be honest with you, because I always love to save you money when I can. Sometimes on the last chance list, don't buy the bundle. Usually the bundle will save you. But when things go on the last chance list, make sure you're looking at the cost for the stamp, the cost for the dies, before you go and buy the bundle. Because in this instance, it was on there a couple days ago, so hopefully it's still on there. But the stamp right now is $12, and the dies are $12.80. So that's $24.80. That's 25 bucks. The bundle is $50.25. It's double the cost. So again, and I love this stamp set. Normally I don't use retired product, or I mean, you can still get it, so it's not really retired yet, but I don't like to show you guys things that you can't get, because then if you like it, you're mad at me because you can't get it and you have to go searching through eBay. But I just felt like this saying was fitting. So hopefully you're not like my husband and think that it's too corny. But you make my heart bloom because I love you. Now see, now we can come back in if we wanted to. You don't have to. But now that we have our saying on there, our sentiment, we can easily come back in here with our granny apple green and put some grass. And we've left plenty of room. The rest of it is just putting it together. So let me move this out of the way. Grab my ATG gun, my adhesive. Now the only reason why I have an ATG gun is because when I started paper crafting, I was scrapbooking. And when you scrapbook, you go through a lot of adhesive. So this is the Stampin' Up! Stamp and Seal. And if you're just making cards, this is great. If I were to use this while I made scrapbook layouts, I would go through this so fast. I'd be buying tons of these. But this is really good adhesive, so if you like something smaller, this is what I would recommend if you're just making cards. So let me pull all of our little pieces in here. And let's just start layering, because that's really all it is. I'm going to take our crumb cake. And all the measurements, everything is 1/4 of an inch smaller. So again, you're just going to go in here, lay it down, try to get an equal size border around everything. Let's take our Country Woods DSP. Oh, come on, adhesive. There we go. And lay this down. And then we're going to come and we're going to do the front. Again, we're going to take our piece of crumb cake. And then our piece of basic white that we stamped on. And then this is decision time. So you can take your other little piece and you can put it right here if you want. That's for your saying, for putting your little message, I love you, thanks for being my friend, whatever you want to do. Or you can put it up here. Normally I would put it down here, but on this card I might actually put it up here just because I don't really want to cover up that designer series paper. So you make the decision on what works best for you. But that is our card. Other than, let me not forget, there's no bling on this card, believe it or not, but there is some twine. So let me grab our twine. We're gonna make a little bow. You know how I love tying bows on camera. We'll see if I can do this. My fingers are just fat. It's my mother's fault. It's hereditary. No, sorry, Mom. Throwing you under the bus. It's not my mommy's fault. I just have to blame somebody because it can't be my fault. It couldn't be that I popped my fingers and, you know. All right, that wasn't too bad. I'm gonna leave my tails a little bit long, just because I like the look of that, and I may have left them too long. I might have to come back in here and cut them off. Maybe not. Okay, and then we're just gonna take a glue dot. I'm actually going to use a glue dot that came out of my paper pumpkin kits. I love these little glue dots because they're not as thick. They're just a little bit smaller, and when you're wanting it to hide, it's easier. Now the question is can I get, yeah, there we go. I just try to roll it up on my little picker-upper, and then I kind of try to, you know, squeeze it into a little ball. And then I put it on the back of my twine, back behind my little knot. And I yank it off. Sometimes it stays, sometimes it doesn't. And then I can just go in here and push it down. And sometimes if I want to make my, you know, if I don't really care for the size, in this instance, this bow needs to be really small. You can still kind of manipulate it and play with it until it's of your liking. Feel like that's pretty good. And if your little tails aren't staying where you want them to, you could come down and put another glue dot down here to hold it. Because like this one's really not playing nicely. Mom, do you like that? You like me blaming you for my big fat fingers? Sometimes if you kind of, like I could probably take one of my blocks, my stamping blocks, and lay it on there and just let it sit overnight, and that will probably make it do what I want it to do. I would like for it to lay like this. So, and I didn't have to put any glue dots on that, but I will probably come in and trim off these tails a little bit more. I always like to leave them extra long. It gives me some room to play with while I'm tying my knot. There. Anyway, we'll leave it like that. If not, I might have to come in with a glue dot and make that thing lay like I want it to. But that's our card. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Our last and final Valentine's Day project, guys. I think that's 3 Valentine's Day cards and a project box. My grandkids are very excited and they're like, Grandma, can't we just have them early? These little Valentine's Day treat boxes are what I made for our little project boxes. They have the little Debbie snack heart cakes in them, the strawberry ones, and they want them so bad. And I made these 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So they've been sitting in my scrapbook room. And when Lily comes in here, she's like, come on, Grandma. We can just open them and nobody will know. And I'm like, no, we have to wait. They're for Valentine's Day. You can't eat your goodies before. So anywho. But couple of cards, couple of little project boxes, some little treat boxes. I hope you guys have loved all the Valentine's Day stuff. I love anytime I can give little goodies away. So Valentine's, Easter, Halloween, Christmas. I love making little goodie treat boxes. So hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the weekend, and I hope you guys have a great week next week. We will be switching themes. I'm thinking maybe something spring. There is the, let's see. There is this wonderful paper, some vellum. What was this called? Floral and gingham vellum. This comes with a Stampin' Die. I can't remember what the name of it is. Wishing you something. Let's see. Delightful Wishes. And here's the rest of the paper. So I'm thinking something along this lines. I haven't put it together yet. I've been working on the scrapbooking stuff. So love, love, love. Thank you. You're welcome, Mom. I'm glad that you love it. But switching gears, thinking something more springy for the coming up weeks. Since Easter is not until April. Now I could also come back and make a St. Patrick's Day card because I have clovers using that pick a season. So a couple of different options. I don't know if anybody really gives out St. Patrick's Day, but you could do it as a good luck card. Clovers bring you good luck. So anyway, you guys take care and have a wonderful week. If you guys have any ideas or suggestions on what you guys want to see over the next coming weeks, let me know. Pop it down in the comments below. Take care. See you next weekend. Bye-bye.